Joining us now for more on this is Ross Gerber, President, CEO, co-founder of Gerber Kawasaki Wealth Management and Investment Management. He invests in Tesla and currently owns 262,000 shares. Are you buying on the dip?
No, I'm not buying on the dip. You know, unfortunately, I wish I could tell you Tesla was cheap, but at 110 times earnings, it's still the most expensive stock of the Mag 7 and in the entire S&P by my standards of any large cap.
Finally, even the most devoted Tesla fanboys are snapping out of their denial. They can't spin this one away. The Kool-Aid is wearing off and they're starting to taste the bitter reality. You see, this isn't just some critic jumping on the Tesla tumble bandwagon. Oh no. This is Ross Gerber, Tesla's original champion, whose firm owns around $105 million in Tesla stock, demanding that Elon Musk step aside.
If anything, I think Elon should appoint a new CEO to run Tesla so that he can just focus on what he's doing in the government and also separate himself from Tesla.
But why? Why is Ross calling for Elon Musk's resignation? Well, you know why.
Turns off! I am become meme. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Elon has become a cringe lord. That's why. But he's not alone. He's got Dodgy Donnie putting on a show at the Weird House.
What's your best of these cars? What do you think?
Well, the car that I drive is the Model S Plaid.
Which is that one?
That red one in the middle.
I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. This is a different panel than I've had. Everything's computer. This is really amazing. Let's take a look at that. In terms of imagination, I think I have a great imagination. Who else but this guy would design this, and everybody on the road is looking at it? It's amazing, actually. As soon as I saw it, I said, that is the coolest design.
There he is, Agent Orange, selling used cars on the White House lawn as the desperate used car salesman he is.
We are a nation whose leaders are demanding all electric cars, even though they can't go far, cost too much, and whose batteries are produced in China with materials only available in China. Tesla is a great company. I love Tesla.
But while Trump and Musk play used car salesmen on taxpayer property, Tesla is in trouble. It's no secret that Tesla has been experiencing an extremely bad decline in recent months, but Tesla bros are still insisting that there's absolutely nothing wrong. For them, it would take something truly and utterly devastating for them to smell the coffee, and utterly devastating is exactly what's just occurred.
I think Elon should appoint a new CEO to run Tesla so that he can just focus on what he's doing in the government and also separate himself from Tesla.
Ross Gerber is a man who's had Elon Musk's back since Tesla was just a twinkle in Silicon Valley's eye. This isn't some short-selling hedge fund. No, this is a guy who's made millions betting on Tesla, who's defended Musk through scandal after scandal, who's bought on the dip pretty much every time. But this time, on this dip, he isn't interested.
Are you buying on the dip?
No, I'm not buying on the dip.
Gerber not buying on the dip, for reasons we'll get to, is very serious. And not only is he not buying while it's low, he's publicly calling for Musk's resignation.
I think Elon should appoint a new CEO.
So let's be clear about what's happening here. The rats aren't just abandoning ship, they're holding press conferences about why the captain needs to go.
I think Elon should appoint a new CEO.
But why now? Why is Gerber, after years of unwavering support, finally saying what many have been screaming for months?
Tesla, which is this great company that's trying to solve climate change, is now associated with Elon in such a negative fashion that it's destroying the sales of their main product, which is selling EVs.
Destroying. You hear that? Not causing friction, not tarnished, destroying.
Destroying the sales of their main product.
When your biggest cheerleader uses language like that, you're not just facing a PR problem, you are facing an existential crisis. And the numbers bear it out. Tesla's market value has evaporated from 1.5 trillion to around 700 billion. That's 800 billion gone. Let's put this into perspective, right? That is more market value than Walmart, Disney, and Coca-Cola combined. 800 billion. Just gone. But surely that's just the fickle stock market, right? It's all due to Trump's batshit crazy tariffs, no? Well, if that were true, you'd think that people would still be buying Tesla. Yet, in Germany, home to Tesla's only European factory, sales have nosedived by a staggering 76% year on year. 76%. Do you know what didn't fall by 76%? The German electric vehicle market. That actually grew by 36% in the same period. So while many Tesla bros still spin bullshit apologetics for Elon, insisting that it's not Tesla, no, this isn't the market turning against electric vehicles. This is the market turning against Tesla specifically, and it's happening everywhere. France, down by 63.4%. Norway, once Tesla's European stronghold, down 48%. Denmark, down 45%. Sweden, down 42%. Spain, down 75%. And it's not just Europe. In Australia, Tesla is down a catastrophic 72%. The Model 3, once their flagship, plummeted 81.4%. The world isn't just calling on Tesla, it's actively rejecting it.
Go yourself.
So what's Gerber's diagnosis of the problem?
He's one of the most powerful people in the world now, and it's definitely gotten to his head, and I just don't see him changing and going back. I actually think he's completely neglecting Tesla at this point.
Neglect. While Musk plays second fiddle to Trump in his so-called Department of Government Efficiency, a department conveniently slashing agencies that were investigating Tesla, his actual company is spiraling into oblivion. And Gerber's ultimatum couldn't be clearer. Either Elon ditches his side hustles and returns to Tesla full-time, or he needs to get the hell out of the way.
I actually think he's completely neglecting Tesla at this point.
But let's talk about why Musk's political pivot has been so catastrophic for Tesla's business. The company built its brand identity on being forward-thinking, progressive, and environmentally conscious. Tesla buyers weren't just purchasing cars, they were buying into a vision of a sustainable future. Now, those same customers are watching Musk slash environmental regulations alongside Trump, spouting right-wing talking points, and effectively becoming a mascot for MAGA's tech wing. For Tesla's original base, it's like discovering that your favourite hippie rock star now plays at Klan rallies. It's insane. The result? Tesla stock has tanked 41% since January 1st. Its worst performance in half a decade. It is incredibly turbulent right now. Meanwhile, its competitors are soaring. Chinese rival BYD saw sales soar 56% while Tesla was crashing. But here's what makes Gerber's break from Musk truly significant. It shatters the illusion that's kept Tesla's valuation artificially inflated for years.
It seems absurd that Tesla would have 2 to 3 times the valuation of Nvidia when there's so many things going wrong. And that's what we're worried about, that the fundamental story comes back to reality, and that could be very costly to current Tesla shareholders.
Tesla was never valued like a car company. It was valued like a cult with a stock ticker. The entire justification for its $1 trillion market cap was faith. Absolute, unquestioning faith in Elon Musk as the tech messiah leading us all to the electric promised land. Once that faith cracks, the whole house of cards can come tumbling down.
And that could be very costly to current Tesla shareholders.
And Gerber's public apostasy might just be the first domino. He sees the writing on the wall. This isn't a blimp. This isn't something that's easy to recover from. And there's no sign that Elon remotely cares.
If you want the stock to stabilize, you've got to have sales not continuing to go down. So sales and profits going down is definitely not going to stabilize the stock. So then you can ask yourself the question, how can we get Tesla sales to increase? Well, they have a new model out, they have a new truck out, they have the best products in their industry, the best software in their industry, the best products. Like, how can sales be going down? What should we do to rectify that situation? And why is it happening? And we know exactly why it's happening. And there are many solutions to rectify it. But Tesla isn't run by the board of directors. It's run by Elon Musk. And so it's just not going to happen.
Right. There's no urgency because he's not feeling particularly urgent about it.
He just doesn't care.
What happens next is anyone's guess. Will the Tesla board finally grow a spine and rein him in? Or will they watch passively as hundreds of billions in shareholder value circles down the drain?
He just doesn't care.
One thing is certain. When your most vocal supporters start publicly calling for your resignation, you have lost the plot completely. Elon Musk built Tesla into an EV powerhouse through undeniable vision and relentless execution. But now he's traded that vision for a MAGA hat and a spot in Trump's entourage. And as Ross Gerber has made abundantly clear, that trade might just cost him everything. And I say, good. Go for it. Burn it all down.
And we are going to drain the swamp.
I love Tesla.